Hey everyone, welcome to my brunch. Yes, I hope you brought your toast. I hope you brought something good and scrummy to eat. I'm here offering you the opportunity to ask me a question. Just let me sort my specs out for a second. We are going to be talking all things spiritual wellness. So if you have an issue at the moment, or you're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or there is something going on in your environment, whether it's at work, whether it's in your love relationships, whether it's within your mind, whether it's with the relationship with your soul and yourself, then know that you can put a comment in the comments box. I think this is a facility for you to come on camera. I'm not sure because I'm doing it from my laptop, but if somebody wants to have a chat and they want me to ring them up, then I have the facility to phone you too. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking all things wellness from a spiritual perspective. So mentally, physically, and emotionally. Don't forget to say hi to me if you're here watching. And I hope you got yourself something to munch on and something to drink. I have got my chamomile tea to soothe my nerves. Yeah, I get excited before I go live, and the energy is quite intense, especially when spirit come around me and I'm going to be working with spirit. So today it's all about you. It's all about you. So I'll be sitting here waiting for you to come forward and ask me a question. If there's anything you feel you need some support or spiritual guidance about your overall wellness, and that is your mental, your physical, and your emotional and your spiritual wellness. And I have my wellness cards. I also have my angel guidance cards. So they're here just as a backup. So let's just see if anybody's here, first of all, to see if someone's there. Glennis is here. Hi, Glennis. Whereabouts are you today? Are you in your home? Are you surrounded by good people, or are you on your own with pets? Let me know your situation so I can tune in with your energy. And is there any particular part of your life you would like a little bit of guidance? If it is a physical, if it is a physical wellness that you're looking for to achieve, and you feel that you're stuck and you've tried everything, then let's look at it from a spiritual perspective too. And you can offer up what symptoms maybe you're having, or if you know what conditions you've been diagnosed with, then you can also put them forward. And it will be handled in a sensitive and graceful way. But no, I'm going to be giving you answers from a spiritual perspective. So it might seem at first that it's not something you want to hear or you're not ready for. But if you watch it back and listen to it, then know that it's coming from a place of my heart. Good afternoon to Sue Smith is here as well. So that's lovely to see you. Sue and Glennis are here. Is there anything you would like a question? Have you got one? Was there any answers you would love to have? Is there anything bothering you? Or are you just thinking about a change and how things going to sort themselves out for you? This is not a prediction that I'm going to make, but I will seek spiritual guidance and channel, and that is the case. So we'll just wait for you. We're going to be looking at your chakras as well today. So if you're feeling you have physical symptoms, then you can ask me a question based around those physical symptoms. Glennis is here. She says, I'm at home on my own in Staffordshire. Okay, so how has that been going for you? What are you missing anything? Have things changed radically for you, or is this your norm being at home on your own in Staffordshire? And hi to whoever somebody who's just waved to me. I can't see your name, so big wave back from me. I'm just seeing if I can move these comments up because they're on a big screen here, and I'm not used to it. D is here. D, do you know what, D? I was thinking about you the other day and John Lennon, because my John Lennon quote. And you were the first person that reached out and got it from the song. So it's great to have you here. And I thought, I haven't seen you for ages. So no, this is just for you. It's an opportunity for everybody. It's free advice. You can take it or leave it. Know it's coming from the highest realms. Know that I'm drinking my chamomile tea. And yes, I love my cat. There should be an S there. Cats. Yeah, super cat woman here. And know this is about your spiritual wellness. And if you do have a question that you'd like to pose, then do fire away. And I will give you the best answer I can. If I don't know, I will just sit and channel and see what comes up for you. If I need to connect with your loved ones in spirit, then so be it. I will do that. But I have my wellness cards here. So if you have been having physical symptoms, or you've just been recently diagnosed with something, or you're living with a condition and you're feeling a bit overwhelmed with it, let us look at where your blockages may be. Good afternoon to Dean Phillips here. My soul brother has showed up. Great to have you. I've noticed that the comments are going below the screen, so bear with me while I just move them up. And Victoria's here. Victoria's here too. Hey, Victoria, I have a question for you. Now, if you're still doing your crafty club, Are you feeling that it's working really well for you? Are people getting really inspired and doing something different? Because I have some crafts myself, but I want to give them away to people. They're like materials. I've got little pieces of wood. I've got a massive old eider down bedspread. It is beautiful. And you know, if people want to be making stuffed cushions or pin cushions or whatever they want to do with it, a throw for the couch, it is there. So let me know if I can post this in your group, the materials that I have free, they're given away. If people live locally, I can drop them at their door. If they live far away, then they would all they'd have to do is pay for the postage, but they would be, we would liaise over that. So they might say, oh gosh, no, it's not worth it. Okay, so I'm up for that. That's there. Glenna says she lives on, I live on my own and lockdown. Okay. And it's my birthday tomorrow. Yay! Fantastic. Can we see how old you're going to be? Do you have a question, though, for me? This is your opportunity to fire away. Dee is here. She says she's hiding at home. Hiding at home? You're hiding? Is there anxiety attached to the hiding? Do you feel like I don't really want to go out and into that space just in case? Let me know how you're feeling. Personally, for myself, I love being with people. I love connecting with people, but I also love my own space too. So when it was locked down the first time, I didn't enjoy it initially because it was like letting go of certain things, and but it did show up for me certain relationships that needed to be let go of anyway. And you know, when you're just caught up in something and you're not really focusing on what you're benefiting from, or the people around you benefiting from this, or why you even doing what you're doing, it's a good time, wasn't it, for us to stop, clean slate, and start again and have a look. And that's when people started decluttering their homes. They started saying, I don't need this anymore. And that involves relationships too. We are going into the full moon today and talking about relationships. Thank you very much for the reminder, Spirit. And it is the wolf moon. And if you think about the wolf, and I'm talking about lockdown now, the wolf has a pack, but it also can be the lone wolf and it can survive on its own. And it has incredible qualities, both negative, like us, and both positive. And it's a species, I believe, that should be admired and cared for. But no, it can just be as savage as each and every one of us. But it's such a in relationships. So be on the alert for your reaction rather than your response to certain external elements, and that is people around you. Maybe if you have people around you, if you have to go out and be around people, and notice what comes up for you physically, because it's all about feeling. That's why we're here. That's why we've been placed on the earth. It's all about feeling. Okay, so feel into something that feels uncomfortable, even if you don't know why, but you will get your answer. You really will. But if you're looking for a bit of help with that, I'm here. I'm open. It's the brunch time with me, Magic Maddy, offering you spiritual wellness guidance. So, relationships at the moment are going to be quite fraught. And if there are some relationships where there's already tension, there is a highway and a byway, and there is a way out. So know that there's always a way out, even though it might not seem ideal. Notice that the things where you make the most leaps in your life and is when you overcome those challenges, and then normally at challenging times you grow and expand far more than you probably ever would if you were just going through your daily life. A lot of people say, oh, I'm quite happy just coasting along, but there's no expansion there. And that's what you've come here for. Before you came here, you said, I'm going to go down there and I want to expand into a freer, more fuller expression of myself, and raise my vibration and my consciousness expansion. And I want to bring something to the earth that challenges people, but also challenges myself, and that I can keep growing and they can keep growing with me. We all need the contrast that we're going through at the moment. We all need it, but it's how we subscribe to it. Do we subscribe to it the way we're being? Let me just think about this. There are massive consciousness already in this world. The government is a consciousness, right? I don't get involved in politics at all. I step away from everything that. I don't believe in what they talk about. Not that I discredit them, because I believe they talk themselves into believing what they think is the right thing to do. And but that is a mass consciousness. The education system, whoever makes the rules there, that is a mass consciousness too. The medical profession, I noticed when I came here to this earth that I had ailments that I chose to help me and obviously help other people because I'm an ambassador for fibromyalgia. But in order to be an ambassador for fibromyalgia, you have to have the darn thing yourself, right? To understand it completely. And I noticed that there was always resistance when I'd come and sit with a doctor or a specialist. And I noticed that they weren't saying what I wanted to hear. And I was like, well, you're saying no to me, basically. Anyone else feeling that when you go to the doctors and it's like, I'm just going to switch off because you just said no to the help that I really want. And I would feel that a lot. I would never really voice my opinion. I would never get annoyed, and I'd come home very upset and frustrated. But I never really knew the spiritual perspective at those points. But I do now. And it's funny, I very rarely see a doctor these days. So it's great how that healing has taken place. But I needed those challenges to wake me up to the contrast, like we do with the government, the medical profession, the teaching profession, religion even. Religion is a mass consciousness that is going out there giving their message. But how, if you dare contradict any of these things, and this was before we moved into 5D consciousness, if we dare even put a foot out of place, we were seen as an upstart, not right. We were always condemned as being wrong. And not valued. Our opinion wasn't valued. So it's important now that while we step away from 3D consciousness, we make sure we are well, and we make sure that our spiritual, our emotional, physical, and our mental wellness is doing well and we are thriving. And if there is an area that we are feeling a bit lower in, we feel like our vibration goes down when we focus on it, and that's the area that we need to refocus, but not spend time listening to the monkey mind about it. It's about distraction. If you can't change a negative thought into a good one straight away, which is pretty much impossible if you're seething, try and just see it as I'm going to move it up an increment. If I can just move it away from that intensity just a little bit by refocusing, and refocusing can be simply distract me, do something to distract myself. What can I do? Can I go for a walk? Yeah, I can. I'm able to. If I'm not able, buddy, can I put on live music on and just always gets me going and raises my vibration, even if it shifts it just a little bit. That's all it's expected of you to help you get your spiritual and your emotional and your physical and your mental wellness just that little bit better. And the more you practice that, the more you will have less of a climatic explosion when things don't feel so great. Lorna's here. She says, hi, Maddie. I do have a question. Each morning as I wake, I see a being at the end of my bed. It's a body, is huge, huge, huge. Once or twice it made me jump, but I'm getting more used to it. Is it good or bad? I ground often, meditate often, and always, let me go, I have to process a long message, and always surround myself in as much light as I can. I try to keep my thoughts positive. Obviously, my baby sleeps in a cot in my room, and my partner and I share our room. Could it be? You're ahead of me already. Could it be for one of them? Although it's always by my feet. I've only noted it since December the 21st, since the big shift, allegedly. So let me just turn my heater down. It's burning my leg. Which is also another clue from the universe. So you say it's a body. Do you mean like it doesn't have a head? Or it's a person and it's huge, huge, huge. And okay, so everything we see outside of ourselves, we create for ourselves internally. So know that, okay? Um, Seeing a body that's huge, huge, huge is a representation of your internal mechanism and your thoughts about yourself. There is a fear here associated with, am I getting too big? Let me know if this resonates, please, because I'm being shown a huge, 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 huge body, but I'm also being shown somebody who is self-sabotaging themselves over food. So if this resonates with you, please, Lorna. Have you got any physical symptoms since the 21st of December? Let me know if you can. I have to move this up. Bear with me because they go underneath the comments. Right, okay. Have you had any physical symptoms since the 21st? Your self-image here is so important, Lorna. This is why Spirit are showing you this, and to wake you up too. I don't know if you're overeating or you're eating all the wrong food, but I feel like there is weight gain here, and this is what they're showing me. They're also showing me that you are thinking negative thoughts, even though you're saying you do all this positive stuff. It's your mindset that is the thing, and the old patterns. So it's about noticing, and this is something that I have done this lockdown. Last lockdown, I just went mad trying to get everything sorted, thinking I had to. See, I was putting that pressure on myself because I thought it was expected of me. Instead of going, this is a rest time, I went, this is a work really hard time. Yeah, get everything done. I made myself very poorly. And I needed to go to that place to go, hey, I don't like being here, but I created all of this myself. Yeah. I subscribed to a bigger picture that was a bigger consciousness that wasn't positive. It was negative to say, you need to be seen to be doing stuff because you won't be lazy. You'll get nearer to your perfection. You'll be getting nearer to being amazing instead of just accepting that I'm all those things already. Yeah. And not comparing myself to what was, so I had subliminally subscribed to from the external media and the external world. So it is about checking in with yourself. In this lockdown, I just went, okay. So I had the dress rehearsal, wasn't too great, but this is like the real thing now. So I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And when you're caught up on a hamster's wheel, as I was, and my adrenal glands were firing too much, where I was getting anxiety symptoms, and I was talking fast, and I was getting, and everything felt like that. I had to physically breathe. I didn't enjoy it. There was resistance there because my body wasn't used to me going, hey, dude, I'll get to that when I can. Now, if I was Irish and lived in Ireland, I wouldn't even care a monkey's whether I completed anything, because in Ireland, if you ring up someone to come and fix your television, you may as well just go and buy another one, because that is far quicker waiting for the gentleman to come out and fix your television, because he'll make all the excuses and he won't turn up on time, and then he won't turn up, he won't even let you know, and then you ring him. This is what it's like in Ireland. Not everyone's like that in Ireland, just so you know, but majority in the village where my mum lives, it is like that. They're like, we'll get to it tomorrow. There's more important things than that. Come on, sit down, let's have a chat. Get the kettle on, come on. And it's all about just be having fun, enjoying yourself. And I'd taken my foot off that. I needed to put my foot on the brake rather than on the accelerator. And this time I'm monitoring when I feel zzz instead of, ooh, hello. And I got my CD ready, got my candles there. As soon as I feel zzz, I go, check in with yourself, physically stop yourself, go downstairs, put on your gorgeous music, light your candle, and just have even 5 minutes. And if you notice what I'm doing when I'm talking about it, my voice is slowing down. I'm going off somewhere lovely, and I call it my marshmallow moments. So it's about awareness, but then it's about acting upon your awareness. Lorna says, yes, it does. I've been extremely tired and constantly craving sugar to give me more energy. Have you been subscribing to the sugar? And you know what's funny? We associate the sugar to give us energy. Protein gives us energy. Protein is a great source to go for rather than as an alternative to something sweet. So if you can eat nuts, and I know that some of them are quite high in fat, but if you are replacing it and slowly educating your palate when you get that craving, if you go for an apple, if you can eat apple, this is the thing that I have too. I have to have a certain type of apple, pink ladies. Otherwise, the other stuff upsets my stomach. So only because I've known that and I've tested it. And I'll go, or red grapes. Now they're sweet, right? Seedless red grapes. But to me, psychologically, it's one of my 5 a day. But going for a candy bar, it's not one of my 5 a day. I would like it to be one of my 5 a day. You have to wean yourself off gradually. This is what I'm saying about my hamster's wheel and getting my adrenal glands all fired up and everything. It's about weaning yourself off gradually, letting yourself have those moments of awareness of, oh God, I nearly did it again. Do you see what it feels like? See what it feels like to take me to that place where I'm racing around or I'm reaching for sugar because I'm tired? Okay. Lorna, you also, I'm being told you have, you're not drinking enough water. You need to be more hydrated than you are. Your whole routine is to pot. Now, that's an Irish saying. It means that your routine is consumed by everything else. Instead of, I want to start number 1. I want to start my day off like this. Number 2, I want to do this. Number 3, you have to go back to basics. Not try and rush this, not try to change it from A to Z overnight. It has to be from A to B. Celebrate your A to B before you move on to your B to C. Don't celebrate it with something really sugary, okay? Educate your body and your mind will help. They'll both help each other then, okay? So if you feel the craving because you think energy, think protein or a different sweet, as in a fruit, rather than whatever you're, if it is pure sugar, as in terms of or chocolate or sweets. Or cake. Don't start me on cake. But there are sugar-free cakes, and they're actually nice. I was surprised, yeah, because I don't add any additives like they're the false sugars that aren't good for you. But I add things like the almond, what they call grounded almond or essence. Add a little bit of essence, a little bit of essence. It's not like 4 ounces of sugar. You know what I'm saying? When you're making stuff, try and make stuff at home if you can. But your routine is all wrong, Lorna. This is what I'm hearing. Okay. And I really feel for you because I understand the energy zap. I have been tired for, yeah, since the 21st. And I was having headaches and I was having a flare up of my occipital neuralgia, which is migraines in your eye, and you can't lie back because the pain in the back of your neck comes from your occipital nerve at the back of your skull and it goes into your neck. So if your neck is in spasm, it will trigger it. And I noticed that all my neck and shoulders were crunchy and tight, and I never usually get it on the left side, but this was all on the left side. So I knew my body was saying to me, who? Left side is your past side. What is it on your left side, Magic Maddy? Which is your neck. Now your neck is for rotating. That's as far as I go. Oh, and then it's like, oh dear God, on this side, yeah. So the left side was worse than the right side, and yet the right side, and listen to my words, is usually the culprit. And it was something from the past that I was too stubborn to look at. As soon as I started paying attention to my past habits that I'm talking about, it's all about habits. Noticing what you do. For argument's sake, I'm going to give you an example. We can do things where we come from a place of lack and we do it automatically. And I laugh when I hear that advert on the telly. There's an advert on the television that says, want to get your money's worth. I hear it on the radio, and it's a guy goes to the dry cleaners, and the woman brings him up and says, oh, hello, Mr. Brown, for argument's sake, whatever your name is. We found something in your pocket. And it was, what did you find in your pocket? Another pair of trousers. You like to get your money's worth? You know what advert I'm talking about. And so, yes, so whenever I was using a cotton bud, I noticed that if the end was clean, I only used one end. I wanted to make use of the other end instead of getting rid of it. I was like, that is saying I don't have any more of these, or I better, use it wisely because I'm not going to get any more just in case. So that is coming from my energy was coming from a place of lack. But if you had the same scenario, and you were like, I can use this wisely for something else, and I'm saving. If you're doing it from the universe perspective of being more green and more like, make sure they're the wooden ones, not the plastic ones. Or make your own. Oh, don't even shove anything in there. Sorry, my nana's coming through, and she always says the only thing you should shove in your ear is your elbow. But clearly you can't get your elbow in your ear, so don't put anything in there. So what I'm saying is, notice, are you coming from a place of lack in certain areas, and laugh at it. I find myself going, oh, I nearly did it again. Because it was so programmed in me, because I've been doing it for so long. That's all. I didn't know any better. I thought it was a good way. And also, when you do things from a place of lack, and this is where I was doing it from a place of speed, I would be coming down the stairs. Now, stairs are a bit of they can be a bit problematic for me, and I have to come down them slowly. But if I have something, I see something, oh, I could be taking that down with me while I'm going down because it saves me going back up again. I could be carrying 3 things, right? I'm trying to do the banister. I'm trying to work properly. I'm dropping the stuff. I am causing a catastrophe. Then the cats run down to grab the thing that I dropped, so they're in my way. Accident ready to happen. Instead of, do you know what? It's okay if that stays up there, even for 24 hours. You can go and get that cup another time. It's stuff like that. Or can I be doing this? I naturally do it because I'm a multitasker. So I've tried to say focus on one thing only. Oh my God, the resistance that comes up. Only focus on making that cup of tea. Because when I'm making the cup of tea in the kitchen, I could be wiping the surfaces. I could be putting the dishes away while I'm waiting for, and I'm like, focus on that cup of tea. And it's like, all the things I could have done. But I'm not in the now. I realize If I'm doing 4 or 5 things while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I am not in the now. I'm busy rushing ahead my life. I'm rushing, saying, and I'm also coming from a place of lack, saying, I don't have enough time to do these things when I want to do them. I set the benchmark. So this is why I have to be mindful that I do silly little things that can cause bigger things that create incredible energy. And then you know what I'm talking about. It is active in my vibration. So now I'm saying, why have I got a mixed vibration over certain things? Because this is what you're like. I'm fast, I'm slow, I'm fast, I'm slow, I'm fast, I'm slow. But you're going to be getting a nice little, the more you do it, the more you'll be doing your slow, but that raises your vibration because you're not, when you're fast and you're frantic, you take your vibration right down. So, what do you want to achieve? A higher vibration or more things done? That's a great question, isn't it? A higher vibration or more things done? There's the question. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Heidi. Oh my gosh, how are you? Lots of love to you. Lorna says, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Dean said something and it flew up. Let me read Dean's. I'm feeling that the new energies around us all are making me have more energy as I'm a diabetic, and I've noticed I'm less hungry, but my sugars are staying normal and I feel I don't want to eat meat anymore. Beautiful. Okay. Um, just before Christmas, I got a message off a medium, and she said to me, I'm getting your iron sources are low. You need to eat more red meat. Well, I felt sick to my stomach thinking, more red meat? I very rarely eat red meat. So I was like, okay, well, what would I be okay with? Ham? I like ham. Yeah, I don't really buy ham, but I like ham. Or should I make my mom's mince? My mom taught me how to make this mince and I love it. And I make a lot of it and I freeze it, so it's so much easier to have. Um, and I thought, should I do that? But there was a resistance there, Dean, to opening. I thought, no, can I just take a supplement, an iron supplement instead? You will step away from if it's associated with the killing of animals for survival. If it's about respect for all beautiful living creatures, you will feel that in an abundance now. More so, you will want to work with animals, you will want to be around animals more, you will be drawn to animals, animals will be drawn to you. When you let go of that fear factor or that, oh, I don't get involved with that, it's too complicated. That whole judgment mentality that we're letting go of with our 3D. And yes, we all have it and we've all still got it. But it is shrinking from a lovely plump juicy grape into a raisin. It is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. Some days it might be fired still because we still have our foot in the 3D camp in some areas, and that's okay. Because if you go from A to Z in a hurry, you don't complete all the steps. You're going 5D. We've got years before the golden age is complete in this world. So, but we're on our way, and there has been a big shift. And I love the fact that you say you have more energy, and I'm a diabetic, and I've noticed I'm less hungry, but my sugars are staying normal. How beautiful is that? So, your thought capacity too is very important here. Have you noticed that with diabetics, it means that from a spiritual perspective, that you don't believe there should be any sweetness in your life? Okay. And you avoid things. It's almost like you sabotage. You'd rather give it to somebody else. No, 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 you have it. No, 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 it's fine. And you put yourself at the back of the queue. So know that also, of course, you subscribe to diabetes because you wanted people around you to grow into what they needed to grow in, but they needed to be around a diabetic in order to do that. So that's there too. But isn't it lovely the fact that something has shifted for you in your mindset about the way you perceive yourself? And a bigger, freer, expanded, fuller expression of you is serving the world. Aren't we blessed? Aren't we blessed? Let's just take stock for a minute of what changes would you like to make, or notice what has happened that you, because you create your own reality, have created that is so beautiful. I just adore animals. I was frightened of animals, really. I was frightened of dogs. Um, I was frightened of cat's claws. So even though we had like an adopted cat when I was younger, But these cats that I have, oh dear God, I never knew I could love the way I love. They've taught me so much as well. They are two separate personalities, and even though they came from the same mama, they are individuals. And I wasn't spending time getting to know them. I thought I was just housing them, taking care of them, looking after them, and then that was it. Playing with them occasionally, um, because they're very independent. However, I noticed the more I did make an effort to stop, do what they did. You might have heard me say this before. They will just throw themselves on the floor. They will roll around, go, Mama, come and tickle my tummy. They will do it whenever they feel like it. And I thought, how do you have time for that? You're so lucky. And I was feeling this resentment initially going, I want to just throw myself on the floor, but I've got X, Y, Z, and I've got the whole alphabet to do on my list, right? I created my to-do list though. Nobody else did. I created it so I could go, no, 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 not doing that, no, that. I'm going to throw myself on the floor. Yeah! The resistance was incredible. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the feeling of this feels wrong, this feels so silly, I felt mine in my chest. And in my chest is where my heart is. I mean, it was denying myself of self-love. And that is what my heart wanted. It was craving fun. It was saying, don't just have fun for 2 minutes because you're not really having fun. You're just pretending to have fun because you're going through the motions. Because when you get finished that 2 minutes of messing around with the cats, you're back to straight into on the house's wheel. Um, and what was lovely was that I started to submit more and more and more. I thought I'm going to, the way you when you're trying to learn a new job, you have to shadow a colleague and you follow them around and see what they do. I started shadowing the cats. I thought I'm going to do what they do. When they lay down, when they curl up for a little nap, I'm going to sit down and meditate. I'm going to sit down and read. I'm going to do something that's quiet for me, quietens my everything down. Um, when they go mad and have their crazy times, I'm going to do my crazy times, which is get up, get the music on, have a wonderful time singing my little head off and raising my vibration. So I started shadowing my cats. If you don't know what I'm talking about, give it a go. Even just for 24 hours, shadow your cats. You will learn so much from them. I also learned that Marmalade, if she can't get it into a door and the door is just a little bit open, she will push and push and push and push with her head. Um, and knowing that the door won't be open because there's something on the other side of the door, but she will keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And she was showing me clearly, Mommy, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting different results, you're in for a shock. I'm look at me. I know I can't get in here, but I'm going to try anyway. So it's like, where am I placing my energy? How am I using my energy? Sips more caramel tea. So let's see if there's any questions. It's great to have you here today. Paul is here. Hi, my first time on here. Hope you're okay. Yes, this is just a special brunch for you to reach out about your spiritual wellness for anybody who hasn't been here before. This is not about me giving readings and connecting with your loved ones in spirit, but I do have my wellness card. So if you would like some advice on your wellness, I can see one coming up here for Glennis. I can give you spiritual guidance from that perspective, from your physical, your mental, your emotional, and your spiritual. But I've also got my wellness card, so I can give you some philosophy and lovely guidance. They're beautiful cards. They really are. So let's have a look at this. Dean says, sits well with me too. Need to stop rushing about. Okay, yes. Glennis says, my illness is underactive thyroid. Also can't absorb B12, so have to fight fatigue. Also, my iron goes low as even though I eat. Okay, right. Underactive thyroid can't absorb B12, and your thyroid and your hormones need the B12. I'm just looking here. So I'm looking at your throat because this is where your thyroid is, Glennis. So notice your throat. Just notice your throat. And this is where these amazing glands are. Yeah. And I am being told that we need to draw you a card from the throat, the sixth chakra, okay? So, sorry, the fifth chakra, which is your throat chakra. And I'm being shown Archangel Michael, which is beautiful blue energy for you. And I'm also being shown you're finding things hard to swallow. And I whether it's literally or not literally, but if it's not literally, it's metaphorically speaking. There is frustration here. And I want you to be able to voice because this is where it's coming from, to be able to voice what you feel you want to say, regardless of what other people are going to say to you. But say it in a way, I'm being shown here, thank you. Say it in a way that you would like to hear it yourself, not on the cusp of the anger or resentment that might be attached to the words you're not getting a chance to say. I'm also being told you're not being getting heard. And it's not about shouting and shouting and shouting until someone hears you. It's about knowing that maybe they're not ready to hear, and your acceptance, this is where our resistance can be, it's letting go. So you're either going to do some work on your throat, thank you, and know that I understand, thank you, that you need to let go. If you can't physically say the stuff to whoever it is, you need to let go of what it is. You need to let go and accept it, and let it go. Let me know if you have issues swallowing, please, because I do feel like I've got a blockage here. I feel like I've got a blockage here, and I'm going to go to my cards for the throat chakra for you, okay, to bring you some lovely spiritual guidance. And this is lovely. This is lovely. This is the throat chakra card, and it's for creative expression. Express yourself, but creatively. This is something maybe you do, or maybe you have stepped away from and need just reminding, okay? And this is all to do with here, raising your vibration. I am committed to sharing and revealing my thoughts and feelings by being creative in my communication style and using expressive language. Did I not just really say that in a nutshell? I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing, and very importantly, crying. To release those beautiful tears. And I do so through using my creative talents. So you can express yourself through an art form. You could write something. You could write a poem about exactly how you're feeling. You could write a story about it. You don't know. I consciously use my senses to experience my world. Slowing everything down has done. I realized I am now 85% of the time stopping to smell the roses and just being in this now. What can you hear just now? What can you smell? When you close your eyes, can you see anything? What can you taste in your mouth? What does it taste like? And how do you feel? Or what can you feel around you? My cardi feels all snug and oh, it's lovely. Our chenille and toasty and reminds me of curling up on the couch. So I'm getting a big hug here from my cardi. I'm going to read that again. I consciously use my senses to experience my world more fully. I see, hear, smell, and feel more. And I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, aromas, people, nature. Wow, nature is nurture. Sounds and sights. Breathe in. And release it. So Glenna says, I have trouble swallowing sometimes, as also my dad died of throat cancer 19 years on the 30th. Okay. It's your birthday tomorrow. So I want to know what the special things, even though you're at home on your own in lockdown, maybe I'll wish Glennis a very happy birthday, and know that you are loved. What are you going to do special for you, even if you're in lockdown? Just something special, even if it's just one thing. Yesterday, and I started to do this on a Wednesday, just so you know. So if you're trying to get in touch with me on a Wednesday, forget about it, because I'm determined I'm going to stick to this. I have a salt bath, and it's not as comfortable as I'd like it to be, because of some of the disabilities that I have, but The candle is lit. The music is on. The bath is there. Just hearing that lapping of the water, it is amazing. Just floating off somewhere in my mind, listening to my breath, being present in the moment. Doing that one thing for me, it is just self-love personified. I also have a nice cup of tea with me with a very special biscuit. This is my treat for the week, and it takes me back to being in a spa. I have my bathrobe ready. I have the radiator on. I make sure I'm all warm and toasty, and I want to be in a complete slumber mode when I get out so I can just flake on the bed. I organize my day so that I know the end of the day on Wednesday is all mine. But that is how it should be. A balance. Find the balance. Do something very special for you. Julie Scott is here. I might try that watching my two cats, but would love to know why my cat is attacking the couch after 9 years. So it's never attacked the couch before. It's only starting now. Let me know. Glennis, have you got a goiter? I have my thyroid removed because of a goiter. I have trouble swallowing. Which one causes the goiter? The overactive or the underactive? Let me know. I'm not a doctor. Okay, anybody else got a problem? Anybody else like a wellness card or some feedback or a chat about themselves? Because I'm going to be leaving here about 1 o'clock and feel very blessed to do this. Julie, whereabouts in the world are you? Let me just check in with the messages. Dean, how are you going to stop yourself from rushing around? You have the awareness now, so that's a big hit. So how are you going to stop yourself from rushing around? And the ultimate question is, why do you? I know why I do, or did, or try not to. I know why. Why do you have to rush everything? Are you rushing to get to heaven? A card, please, Heidi. Lorna, a card. Julie, underactive. Liverpool. Oh, you're in Liverpool. Okay. Okay. What tier is Liverpool in? I can't think we're in tier 2 here where I am. Sue Smith, could I have a wellness card? Sue, do you have any particular condition? Any symptoms? Please, and then I can draw the appropriate card. Lorna, would you like an angel card or a wellness card? So let me know, because I know which wellness card I'm going to choose for you, Lorna, but I want to know if you want a angel or a wellness card. So let me know if you want a wellness or an angel card. If you want a wellness card, you need to give me a physical symptom that you're experiencing, or you want help with, or you have a diagnosis of some sort. So you say your back. Is it your lower back, your upper back, or your middle back? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Your coccyx right there, right at the bottom. Okay. So it's your base or your root chakra. That is where the work needs to be. Okay. So I'll draw you a wellness card for that, sweetheart. Be mindful when you have issues down there. your physical stability can be an issue. Also security. The one thing I notice over and over and over again, thank you, Spirit, is self-sufficiency as well. Can be there, and self. Okay, now the card that's come up for you is the Instinct card. So, and I think this is very appropriate. I trust that my instincts are correct. You're getting a head nod here. And I let my natural intuitive feelings guide me forward. There's trust. Okay. I will know what I need to do and how to respond with wisdom to situations that come my way. I have an innate desire to be of service in life. As I tap into this feeling, I will know what service I'm called to do. And these are the 4 words that you need to repeat to yourself. I believe in myself. So you need to trust in you and believe in all the intuitive messages that you're receiving to help take you forward. Trust those instincts. And you're having plenty of them. Keep a journal even. Keep a journal even. When they come in, they're usually inspired action for you to do something. So be mindful of that. Lorna would like an angel card. You're very welcome, Sue. I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates with you, and I hope it helps you. Lorna, perfect timing. I got a gorgeous card for you. Look at that. And it's green. Yay! So it's got the whole Emerald Irish Celtic theme to it, okay? Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay, and here's the word, or procrastinate. That stood out a mile here. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. Now that is what the angel card says, and I'm hearing, but you need to be on your side too. Okay? You need to be your best friend here. But it's perfect timing. Perfect timing. Everything is ripe for your success. How beautiful is that? But procrastinate stood out. Procrastination is just fear-based. That is all it is, fear. And there's a lot of fear out there in the world at the moment in different consciousness. Heidi would like an angel card. Glennis is speaking to Julie about her condition. Okay, so you're more than welcome, Heidi. Of course you can. So yeah, know that. If you've enjoyed brunch today and you want a little bit more, let me know. If not, I will disappear and not come back on here to do brunch. This is what it's about. Spirit have just given me spots, and they've said, because I've stepped away from my radio show, Spirit Talk, and because I'm doing a lot of work with Spirit at home, which is just fantastic. And I also wanted to make sure that everything is going on and they're moving me forward with different things. And the things they move me forward with are things I'm going to share with you. So Heidi, joy. Where's the joy gone in your life? Here's your lovely card, the joy card. Look at that. Gorgeous, on a dolphin and angel, having fun, frolicking around with the cats on the floor. That's what it's all about. We don't care what you think about me. I don't care anymore. I used to care. I'm not angry about it. I probably was growing up, but I'm not angry about it now. I laugh at things more, which is hopefully going to be my new default mechanism, to giggle at things more. I'm not out of being nervous, but just because I think, what's the point of getting upset about this? Okay, so the joy card is here for you, Heidi, reminding you that joy is the highest energy of all. It so is. Raise that vibration. It's the magical sense that everything is possible. You've only got to look at a child who believes. They believe that baking an amazing cake. They believe it. Okay. Each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your levels ever. Joy is the highest frequency ever. That's have fun and to expand consciously. Oh, incredible stuff, amazing stuff. So bring that joy. Notice, Heidi, where you're not letting joy into your life or you're deliberately preventing yourself from having joy. Depends what you're looking and how you're looking. These specs are my gorgeous see everything specs, and they're be positive specs and raise the positivity vibration specs. But these specs are like everything is hard work because lens am I looking through my life? Yeah. Is it from a joyful perspective? Is it from a, yes, we know there's work to be done. And yes, I know I don't like doing those jobs, but I'm going to do those jobs when I feel really inspired to do them. And I can guarantee you, if you do a job that you don't like doing, first of all, in the first 5 minutes, when you're not motivated, if you carry on for 5 minutes doing that job, you will get motivated and the job will get done. On the other side of that, if you're really not enjoying it and you are procrastinating, wait until you are inspired. You will get that call from spirit to be inspired to do that job. And when you do that job, when it's inspired action, you fly through it and you find things that make you so speaking to you today. And I've really appreciated new people being here. To you, beautiful angel. I'll leave Glennis with an angel card. Um, Julie Scott says, it's just popped up. Can I have a wellness card? Spinal and neck. Okay. Let me sort out an angel card for Glennis. This is your beautiful angel card. It is a shower of abundance. Look at that. Beautiful magenta from Archangel Metatron. How lovely. Give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in the clue as fast as you'll allow. Notice where you resist. Notice where you're focusing on lack in your life and what is missing. And switch to gradually what you've got already and appreciate what you've got already, even if it is a shabby couch. Julie, I didn't see that bit about your cat. Did you write about your cat? Has your cat only just started doing this? Let me know, okay? Um, and we will talk about it at some point. Julie would like a wellness card, please. Physical, or is that I don't want to turn and look at that. I'm not looking at that anymore. No, I'm not even going to go that way. Nope, not for me. Thank you very much. I'm also being shown that your throat chakra is blocked as well, and you're not letting go of things. I feel there's anger there as well. There's hot words. I keep seeing hot words. I don't know if pain around your jaw. This is what I'm being shown as well here. And it is expressing my feelings. I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. So that is like not swallowing it down, not letting it fester. I acknowledge feelings of grief, anger, or fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. I let the unconditional love experienced in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity. So back to self-love and self-care for you as well, Julie. I feel you're not being kind to yourself. I feel like there's words that you say or about yourself that aren't very helpful and not very loving, and beat yourself up. I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. It's okay. Do you know when someone is mean to you, um, and you still love them, that's okay. It's okay to love them, even from a distance. Okay? Because the anger only really affects you. because you carry that with you internally. So that's why it needs to be released, whether it's painting, flicking paint around on a canvas, getting it out your system, whether it's raging on a page, get it all out, just play some lovely music, play some AC/DC and write it really like fast, whatever it is that's bothering you. Know that too. I also feel that you don't feel you're getting support. I'm not sure if somebody's let you down, but I'm feeling like someone's not stepping up where they should be stepping up. You're expecting them to support you, and you've done everything for this person, and I feel like you're not getting something back in return from them. So, but you have to be honest with yourself and look within yourself to see how amazing you are without the attachment of what an absolute idiot I was. Why should I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing that? Because I keep hearing negative words spoken about yourself from yourself. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. That is something that we don't respect. Jesus Christ said, they know not what they do. They know not what they do when he was crucified. This is where we have to say to ourselves, first of all, it's easier to forgive other people than yourself a lot of the time. But to forgive other people that have really hurt you doesn't mean you have to let them back into your life. But for your own healing, we need to think better thoughts of these people and know that they did not know what I know now. Like the amazing stuff that I know now, I did not know when I was doing things that were self-sabotaging myself or putting myself in a position that wasn't toxic. It was toxic. I was in a lot of toxic relationships. That's another thing we can talk about in the future. Um, so know that I thought I had to subscribe to this stuff because I didn't care enough about myself. And I wasn't ready to forgive myself. And when I look back on those things initially, I'd say, what a silly person you were. I was harder than that on myself. Yeah. I thought it was me that was to blame, right? And then I started moving and the expanded consciousness that we are creating now. And my life just changed by my thoughts. But forgiving others, it is so crucial that we try to. Even if it's just a little, as I said, increments each day, a little increment, each month, each week, whatever you can do, but as long as you're consciously doing that. But to forgive yourself too, to look at yourself from your higher self perspective, that your higher self loves you, adores you unconditionally, that everything about you is beautiful. They're the specks they look through. So that's the part of you that is within you, source energy, your higher self that adores you. And it's not about being arrogant and saying I'm gorgeous, I'm the best looking thing since sliced bread. It is honoring your beauty in every shape or form, but without the ego attached. And that is what your higher self does. Thank you, Maddie. Family and late partners, family and friends have not supported me. I always pull myself down, especially to my, oh, sending you so much love, beautiful girl. And you were meant to turn up today. So I feel very blessed that you were here and I got to share this. If you don't remember what I said, you can watch this back. I'm sure I can log this on Facebook, even though I'm doing it on my laptop. Oh, yeah, I don't even know what it says. It will obviously offer. People can watch this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart too. You have a cracking afternoon and know that you are loved and there is so much love here for you. God bless each and every one of you. And thank you for giving me a virtual hug.